Hi everybody! For those of you who don't know me, my name is Nicole Nixon and I am a student at Western Oregon University. I am an intern at the Student Success and Advising Center, and I am making these videos as a workshop for increasing motivation and time management in college students. Before this, I filmed and posted a motivation video, so if you haven't seen that already, go ahead and watch that one before you watch this one. I will put a link to that video both as a pop-up here in the corner, and then I'll also put it down in the description below for you to watch. So with motivation comes time management. These two really work hand in hand. If you manage your time well and you have a good working routine, you will be more motivated to get things done and work with that routine. This is why learning the skill of time management is so important. In this video, we will discuss how to manage your time and figure out what methods work best for you, and some methods to feel more confident in your time management skills and abilities. We're going to start off with an ask and reflect. After I ask each question, make sure to pause the video and either think about this question and your answer or write it down. After that, go ahead and press play on the video and go on with the next one. My first question is, why is time management so important? My second question is, how are some ways that you're managing your time right now? So now we're going to hop right into an activity. So we're going to start right off by creating some schedules based on some things that might come up throughout the day. This will allow you some practice to create your schedules and then adapt to new situations that you have to give your attention to. I do have a template for this activity in the description. Please pause the video and find that link in the description and go ahead and click on it. When you click on that link, you should get here, and if you want to print it out, go ahead and hit that printer button, and then it's gonna open up as a PDF when you hit that button there. It may look different depending on your computer. And then you're just gonna go down to File and Print, and you could just print that out, and then you can make your edits on your piece of paper. If you do not want to print it, go ahead and hit Open in Google Docs, and then it will open in a Google Doc. And go ahead and go to File and make a copy, and then you can rename it whatever you want. Please do make a copy, because if you do not, then it will save your changes and everyone will see those and they won't be able to make their own. When you're done with that, go ahead and play the video and we will get started with this activity. Now I'm going to give you a lot of directions for this activity. After each direction, go ahead and pause the video, think about what you want to do, and then answer on your piece of paper or your laptop or however you're doing it. Then after you've done that, go ahead and press play and we will go on to the next direction. If you ever get lost, you can always just go back and see what was said before. First up, I want to show you an example of how to do this activity. So the first thing that you're going to do is create your first initial schedule for tomorrow. So here I am filling in my times and my activities for what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. And the times are going to go on top, and then your activity is going to go on the bottom. And as you go through, you can edit the text or the boxes, whatever you need to do to make all your stuff fit. A little tip, if you want to make it a little bit easier for you, you can highlight your first schedule, go up to edit, and then hit copy, and then go down to your next one, highlight it, and then delete it. And then you can just go up to edit and paste your first schedule, and that will make it so that you don't have to rewrite your schedule every time. If you don't want to do that, that's fine, but just a little tip if you want to make it a little bit easier. Up next, we're going to start adapting our schedules for the new situation. So first, you're going to go to first situation and then write down the situation that I give you. And I personally like to bold it and italicize it so that it sticks out, but you don't have to do that. And then you go through and adjust your schedule for the situation, and then you just go to adjustments and you write down the adjustments that you made, and then you keep on doing that for each of the new situations that I give you, and you write down your new schedule, and then you write down the adjustments that you had to make, and you just keep on doing that as I give you new situations and new adjustments to make. And this will help you keep track of the adjustments that you had to make, and then the new schedules will help you see the difference that you made from the first schedule to your last schedule for the adjustments that you had to make. So here's my example for you guys to watch. You obviously don't have to do it this way if you don't want to, but I just thought that I would give you an example to go off of so that you kind of know what you're doing. As you can tell here, I did have to create some more boxes, and unfortunately you can't just expand it or add new boxes, so you do have to highlight all your stuff and then copy it and then delete the box and create a new table and then paste your things in there again and kind of adjust it. It's a little bit annoying, but Google Docs isn't the best with tables, so that's something that you might have to do when you get to the point where you need to add more boxes. Alright, so first go ahead and go and write your schedule for tomorrow. Now I'm gonna hit you with some scenarios that might come up in your life and make you have to reorganize your schedule. Each time I say a scenario, go ahead and pause the video and reorganize your schedule to accommodate for that happening. Think about what times and events you can reasonably adjust or lose. Scenario 1. Your professor for one of your classes just assigned a project that's due in 2 days. This will cost you an extra hour. Scenario number 2. A friend needs your help and you decide to be kind and go help them. This will take you 30 minutes. Scenario 3. You decide to treat yourself and cook for dinner tonight. Rather than just going out and getting food, cooking will take you 45 minutes. If you already have cooking on your schedule, then you decide to treat yourself by getting dessert, and this will take you 25 minutes. Think about how this activity made you feel. Did it make you feel sad, stressed, unhappy, prepared? Then go ahead and reflect on this process. Is this something that you might want to use in the future? If you can, schedule yourself some time to just sit down and take care of yourself. Some days you really can't do this, but if you can, really try and do this, even if it's just like 30 minutes of watching Netflix. Also, make sure to leave yourself time to sleep and eat, and try not to overwork yourself. If you still feel shaky about this process, it's okay. Practice every day and this will get easier. Also, you can try some other methods that might work for you. Figure out what has gone well for you before and try that. Focus on what has worked well and apply that to planning for more and more areas over time. Time management may look different to everyone because there are so many ways that you can manage your time. And there are so many different tools to help you do so. Each person may have a different method that works for them. You should define what method works best for you and use that method. For more information on additional time management resources, there are some links down below, and then also you can provide your email on the survey that we have down below and you can get an email back providing you some more resources. If you go to Western, we also have some resources to help you with developing the skills that might work best for you. You can schedule a one-on-one appointment with an academic success advisor at the Student Success Advising Center and/or meet with a peer tutor to develop those skills for time management and other skills. To set up an appointment with a tutor or a student success advisor for Western, you can go to Portal and hit the WCS tab, which is dark blue, and when you get there, you're going to hit the blue Get Support button. If you do not go to Western, your school might also have some similar resources, and you should look into that. Up next, we have a personal experience. Personally, what I have found that works best for me is having a to-do list in my notes on my phone. I update that every week with the homework that I need to do this week. As for chores, I usually make a specific day to do them, and I do them on that day of the week, such as like laundry, or dishes, or taking out the trash. Or if it's something just for that one day, I usually plan that in my schedule when I'm planning my day the day before. Sometimes I also set a reminder on my phone just in case I forget. I also plan my entire week roughly at the beginning of the week. And then I also have a month-by-month calendar that I use for like general events. Planning ahead is the best method for me to get ahead and know what I'm doing. Up next, we're gonna do another activity. In addition to managing your schedule, another time management skill is creating a priority list. Creating a priority list may help you define your short-term goals and allow you to know what you need to do that day. Please get out a piece of paper to create your priority list. Go ahead and pause the video to prepare, and then when you're ready, go ahead and press play. First, I want you to list everything that you have to do tomorrow. Then, I want you to mark them have to do, which is things that you definitely need to get done tomorrow, or want to do, which is things that you would like to do tomorrow, but you can push it off if necessary. Also, don't forget to list simple everyday things such as sleeping, transporting, and eating. Go ahead and pause the video to do all that, and then press play when you're ready to continue. Now go ahead and rank your tasks for importance. Go ahead and pause the video to do that, and then press play when you're done. So that's a priority list. When creating a schedule, the things that are higher in your needs and high ranked should be firmly created into your schedule. Then everything else can be put in between those spots. And that is how you make a priority list, which will be helpful if you're making daily or weekly schedules. Now it's time for a recap. To recap, time management is critical in order to be more motivated to get things done. It is important to know what you're doing, when, and to be able to adjust your schedule as things come up. Time management can be difficult to get down, but with practice, you'll get better. It is important to leave time in your schedules for things that you have to get done, everyday essential activities, as well as some time for some breaks and fun. When you're not sure how to start, create a priority list to see what's the most important things to get done. Everyone's time management methods may be different, and that's great. It is very important for you to find what works best for you and use that. As I said earlier, I do have some other method ideas and other time management videos and articles in the description below for you to check out. And also don't forget that if you are a Western student, we do have student success and advising resources for you to improve your skills. And if you don't go to Western, you should check out the resources that your school or community has available for you. As I just said, don't forget to check out the links that I have in the description down below for some additional resources. Also be sure to share this video with some people who might benefit from it, such as teachers, counselors, students, etc. And then don't forget to check out my motivation video if you haven't already, and that's the one that was posted just before this one. Then don't forget to keep the notes that you took in this video to use for future use. If you are able and willing to, please do fill out an evaluation to share with me to know what you learned from this video and what you got out of this digital workshop. The evaluation link is in the description. If you are a WU student, you may also email the Student Success and Advising Center if you have any additional comments or questions. And I have that email also in the description. Thank you so much for watching, participating, and providing feedback. I hope you enjoyed this workshop, and I will see you later. Bye!